Hello, I'm Chris Holmes. I'm an artist and certified Bob Ross instructor. I'd like to welcome you to our channel, Serenity in Color. Today, I had a request for a winter scene, so I want to do something at night. I love working on these black canvases. I've taped it off in a border, and they're a lot of fun to do too. I have in the past painted what I've taped off, and different colors and stuff. When you pull it, it looks like it's already in a frame. So that's something you can think about. Well, what I've done today is I've taped it off, and I got a thin, even coat of liquid clear. Then under that, I've put phthalo blue, Prussian blue, and midnight black. The midnight black mainly in the corners, kind of draw your eyes to the center. The colors I'll be using there are titanium white, phthalo blue, Prussian blue, midnight black, dark sienna, and Van Dyke brown. So with that, let's just take off and have a good time today. I'm going to pick up a 1-inch brush and kind of pick where our light source is going to be. Me being right-handed, most time mine comes off from the right side. And I'm thinking right there. And just blend outward. Little X's. Little crisscross strokes. Figures of 8. Blending outward. Certainly glad you joined me today. These black canvases are so much fun. If you've never painted on one, I highly suggest give it a try. Alright, I'm going to pick up a paper towel real quick, kind of knock a little bit of that dirty out. Go back in just a little bit of titanium white. I'm going to hit that right there again. Same spot and work out. You can get it as light or as dark as you want. Just want a little bit more right in there. Just a little bit. There we go. Like that. And I already know I'm going to have water somewhere in this painting. Because water in this technique is so much fun. So I'm going to say I have water maybe there. And if we don't, we can cover it up. We're not committed at this point. Alright, gently pull across. And I'll come back to that a little later. Alright, pick up a dry 1-inch, little crisscrosses, and just blend outward. We'll start in your lightest area first and work outward. Little crisscross. Kind of got an idea. You kind of, I see it and I'm going to run with it. The way my marks come out as I was blending outward, I was going to kind of keep it that way. Give it a, make it look like a cold, snowy night there. There we go. Alright, take that paintbrush our mama gave me. I'm just going to put a little bit of a moon right there. Take the old knife, make sure it's good and clean, and just real quick, kind of. There we go. Take that brush we're blending with, kind of knock it out a little bit, and just set that down in there. Like I said, it's a cold night, so I'm going to pick up a number 6 fan, go with a little Prussian blue, a little phthalo blue, a little midnight black. I think some shadow colors on the cloud. Let's put a few clouds in this paint. Let's see. Just a little bit. There we go. Making little tiny circles. Just don't stay in one spot, because if you stay in one spot like that, it'll look like a big giant cotton ball. Keep that brush moving. When I tell my students, let it go. Just let it dance. Alright. Come over here. Maybe there's one that lives above it. There we go. This one there. Maybe Maybe there's another one. Right there. Alright, let's go back to that 1 inch and blend the bottles. Just gently, gently, gently. Wind them up. Fluff them. And just gently pull across. Little tiny circles. If you like what we do, you know, hit that like and subscribe button. And if you'd like to take a class with us, look us up, serenitycolor.com. We send out monthly emails about class projects and items for sale, paintings. We'd love to hear from you. I'd love to know what you'd like to see done. I'm going to pick up a number 3. Grab a little bit of that titanium white. It's got a little phthalo blue in it. But yeah, check us out there on Facebook. Serenity Color. And what I'm doing here is I'm just touching a few spots where I think light's striking my cloud. And that blue is on there mixed with that titanium white to kind of cool it down. It gives it a wonderful, wonderful effect. Now see, this cloud's above. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the highlight on the bottom of this one. Just wherever you think they live, that's exactly where they need to live. Put one over here. And you work away from the light source and let it pick up that undercoat. The highlight will get darker and it's kind of disappear. And you know what? I'm going to put me one that's real close right there. He ain't got much darkness. He's right on the moon right there. There we go. Alright. Pick that 1 inch out a little bit and let's just gently blend them highlights. Don't destroy the tops, just the bottom. There we go. Fluff them a little. Fluff. There we go. Somebody asked me the other day, one of my preferences painting. I love painting on dark canvases. If you notice, you've been with me before, you'll notice I do a majority of my paintings on the dark canvases. And I really enjoy painting on them. I think color is so much more vibrant. Alright, we got some firecrackers in the sky there. You know what? Let's build us an almighty mountain. For that, I'm going to take midnight black, Prussian blue, a little Vandite brown, phthalo blue, just a good dark color. It'll be hard to see at first, but we'll know he's there. Wipe the old knife off. Let's see. Cut us off a little roll of paint, really important, right there on the end of the knife. Alright. And I think he's going to live right there. Oh, well, right there in front of that cloud. But we know it was there. Had a lot of good practice. Just throw in a shade. Just remember one thing, the more peaks and points you have, the more highlights and shadows. So always keep that in mind. Kind of go off into the scratch all that excess paint. Kind of bring that peak right there. There we go. Right there in front of that cloud. Probably hear how hard I'm scratching. I'm really getting in there. Kind of move that excess All we're worried about is that nice silhouette of that mountain. Clean up a place to work there. We'll use that color a little bit more throughout the painting. Alright. Now, let's go back to that dirty 1-inch and let's take that paint. That's where you really shape your mountain, highlights, and what you want to be highlights and shadows and all sorts of things. All sorts of things. You just, as Bob said, you can move mountains. Pick this little knife. Let's see, I'm just going to take a little of that titanium white. It's got a little blue hint to it where I've been working, but that's okay. And let's see, I'm going to put my first highlight on that page right there. No pressure. No pressure. No pressure. It's like a whisper. The little breaks are very important in that. Very important. There on my, pull that off. This is where you really can get in there and it'll kind of pick up that undercoat and it'll help cool that off. Alright. So I'm going to take a little Prussian blue now. A little titanium white. And I'm going to throw a little bit of midnight black in there. Kind of a grayish blue color there. We need to make a shadow side. Still a little too bright. So midnight black. There we go. That's better. See what that does. Oh yeah, that's what I need right there. Throw in the shadows. Wherever you want, you can just, I can take off and just build this whole canvas, just a big old mountain. But I'm gonna use a small edge of the knife there. Pull a little highlight there. Maybe it'll peek way back over. There we go. Maybe that peak right there comes down right through there and pushes that shadow back in. Shadow side over here. Build and build on these mountains. It's so much fun. Just to put a highlight there and let's put a little shadow right there. Look at that. Now if you want to push that one back, let's take a little more titanium white. We can extend this peak on around. Right in there. Just gently. Shadow color. Play back in there. Throw a little bit more right there. And I think we got a awesome little mountain going on. Like I said, I can just about cover that canvas up. But we're gonna stop there and we'll pick up that 31-inch again. I'm just gonna tap in some mist. I'm going to pick up a little bit of that snow. Remember, follow your angles. That's really, really important. Follow them angles. And gently, we're just going to kind of blend that a little bit. There we go. Get rid of our tap marks. Just like that. Got us an almighty mountain. Well, tell you what, let's go to that dark color we've been using. Let's put us in a row of evergreens. Let me get back there in the distance. Way back there. And what I'm doing is loading that brush, a lot of paint, and just keep using the top and tapping down. But make sure you vary your sizes. Don't put them too far apart to look like a fence post. We don't want that. Various sizes. Pushing them in. Let's make a few of them a little bit closer there. Let's make them a little bit bigger. I'm going to make the hoopity ones today. I'm going to mash up for that one is right here. Let's see, maybe there's one of these out there. He got a good drink of sunshine back in the summer and he just grew big and tall. Let's see. Maybe he got a cousin lives right there. Here's a few you want. And where I said we might have some water later, I'm going to pull some of that shadow color down. I'm going to bring that tree on forward. I'll show you how to do that as well. Let's do that right there. There we go. And I'm going to take that white and blue we're using to make our clouds with, and just going to pull some of that up. Distant tree trunks. Alright. Look at that. Take a little straight titanium white now. Make a little snow right there on that bank. Right in there. A little bit of snow. Around the edge of the mouth. Kind of like putting snow on the mouth. Grab a little bit of liquid white. Cut a little roll there. Let's stretch in the water line. Lights really striking. There we go. Look at that. That's awesome. I love these. Like I said, these are just so much fun. I can go on and on about them. Alright. Let's bring that tree. I'm going to make him a little taller. Let's bring him up a little closer. Yeah, let's put in my buddies right there. Maybe let's put it up right there in between those. Let's put us another one There's a whole family right there. Right on down there in that corner. We don't want that other side left out. Just using them dark colors, them blues, them black. Alright, let's see. Put us one right there. Sharpen them up a little bit. Scratch in a few things here and there. Cover a little bit of liquid white, titanium white, a little blue. Just kind of cool it down a little bit more. And I'm just adding the liquid white because our golden rule in this painting technique is a thin paint will stick to a thick paint. Let's see, which tree's in the foreground? I'll make him in the foreground, I think. Push him there. A few highlights. There we go. That one's way back there. This one here got a little bit more light because he's on that corner. Let's bring him up here. There we go. And down there in the bottom, I'm gonna make a few little grassy things right in there. And we got a whole lot of room over here to work. But if you painted with me before, you already know what I'm fixing to do. I love painting outside the borders. And I got an idea for a big old evergreen over here. What I'm gonna do is pull my and you can leave it just like that. And it'll be a beautiful painting. I already got the border and everything. But I'm gonna do a little bit more with you today. So let's take that old dark color, blue, black, just make a, let's see, I'm gonna come right here and I'm just gonna tap in a trunk. Tap in a trunk. They go way on up there. Alright. I'm gonna take a little bit of white, a little bit of Van Dyke brown, a little dark sienna, a little titanium white. Let's see here, I'm gonna go over and kind of mash in just a little bit of a highlight on this tree. Be a little closer. Let some of that blue show through there. There we go. On the back side, I'll put a little black in with it just to cool it off a little. And now I'm gonna go to my grip liner, paint thinner. And that brown. I think white on one side. How about like ink? Let's go in here now. Let's put in a few little limbs. Maybe this old evergreen had a rough life. He's at the end of it, hanging on one more winter. So here's a few you want. Before I get too carried away, we need to highlight that little tree in the back. So let's sharpen him up. titanium white, a little phthalo blue, a little liquid white. Let's just go over. Few highlights. There we go. Before I highlight this tree here, let's take it over 2 inch I was using earlier. Like I said, some color down here. Just use that good dark color. Blue and black. Mountain Peaks we made, just a good old dark color. Shimmering foot. There we go. Go back to the one we was using to put our foliage on our evergreen. Just go up and fashion a few lands and we'll highlight them. Just good old dark colors. Go back to that fan brush with our liquid white and then phthalo blue. We go up and flash in a few snows on the lens. Just here and there and here. We got us a little evergreen there. More like a pine tree what we see around here. I love painting those because it makes me think more of home. And let's take that old dirty 1 inch there. It's got a little bit of blue in it. Grab a little liquid white, a little titanium white. There we go. Throw down here, throw us in some nice bushes right here, snow-covered bushes. And one at a time, and don't kill all your dark. Little foot. If you wanted to, you could take it titanium white and blue mix and kind of pull in a little snowbank right there, little spot, maybe a little ridge right there runs off canvas. We don't know. There we go, just right in there, right in there. Put us in another waterline right there. Rock out there that snow laying on. Scratch in a few sticks and twigs. And with that, I think we're ready for a signature. I hope you enjoyed painting with me today. I hope you enjoyed this one. Certainly proud of the time I get to spend with you. Very important to me. You know what, I'm going to sign that one right there. Tell my students, sign something that means something to you. I always, since I started as a child, I always sign my last name. My wife, she still signs her initials. And I have one lady signs with a heart in class. I always add the year. So, there again, I hope you've enjoyed this one. I've enjoyed being with you today. If you like it, hit that like and subscribe. Check us out on Facebook, Instagram, our website. All of it's serenityincolor.com. And I look forward to seeing you again, and I hope you have a great week. God bless you.